it's like going to your parents' house after like 10 years. You know, it's like always. It's like awesome.
Have you ever gotten drunk here before?
No, we don't ever drink. Good Lord, I think I've left a billion brain cells in this place, but it's always really, really fun, man. I love it here, and I love Denver. It's one of my favorite cities in the whole world.
Hillbilly Live.
How many brain cells do you think you've left inside the Grizzly Rose?
Probably not as much as Phil Vassar has, because he has like a few more years
Probably
on me,
not.
but I'm sure I've left a few, at least a few.
At least a few. I left a couple.
Well, I mean, between the both of us, we should have added up to what Phil Vassar has left.
Maybe.
I would think.
I had to drive. I had to drive a lot. So
that is true. Because we couldn't afford a driver. Someday.
Hey, y'all, I'm Amber Parker.
I'm Brian Taylor.
And this is Hillbilly Live. Welcome to our 15-minute morning show. How was your weekend?
It was good. I got out of the house.
Look at you.
Nice. Did you get out of the house at all? No. Yeah.
Exactly the opposite of quarantine. Got exposed.
God, I thought maybe.
Exposed to COVID last week. So, I mean, the only place I didn't go, I was going to go visit Bridget, but I couldn't because I did just in case. I don't want to take that to her grandpa and her grandma. Like, so that was really the only quarantine.
I mean, I get it. I get it. You're trying to do the right thing. Is it somewhat stupid to me? Yes, it is. I mean, the whole COVID thing is stupid. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We need to talk about what I did.
What did you do?
And how I won. Amber, I won. I won something. Look at this. I won a ribbon.
For what?
Third quarter yesterday on the squares. I
don't know what that
means.
Quarter. I don't know what that means.
Oh, God.
Third quarter on the squares.
I can't. I mean, do I have to explain everything to you about sports?
What does third quarter on the squares mean?
All right. So when you go to a Super Bowl party, with friends, they have these, squares you can bet on and you can win money.
Okay.
$25 per quarter. And they're squares, big old box with a bunch of squares in it, and you put your name and what quarter that you think you're going to win. And basically it's all kind of decided on the points and everything. There's a lot that goes into it. But Amber, I won $25 in the third quarter on those squares. And I was so happy because I felt like maybe my life is going to turn around a little bit and I'm going to start winning things. Of course, I went and tried to buy a lottery ticket, and that was a loser. So I don't think the streak is really going.
Were you more excited about the $25 or that green ribbon?
I was more excited about this right here.
I was going to say you brought the green ribbon, but you weren't flashing any cash at me.
I have not gotten something like this, a ribbon that says I'm a winner since probably elementary school. Right. So it's been a long time, Amber. I mean, look, it even has my name on the back of it, written in Old English. You like that?
I do.
You like that?
I do. I feel like I just met third grade Brian and he's excited.
Oh, I am excited, Amber. I mean, because as an adult, not a lot of good things happen as an adult except bills. And bills are not that good. I don't want to pay bills. No one does.
Yeah, it sucks.
Adulting sucks.
Sucks a lot. I won something this morning.
What'd you win?
I found a COVID test in the cabinet, so I won not having to go buy one, and then I passed it. It's negative.
We're still talking about this.
It's my thing for
We're
today.
still talking about this stupidity.
I can't help it. I'm just telling you now, my quarantine is over and I am COVID free.
I could have sworn our dear old president said COVID was over too. Well, he said that in one of his idiotic speeches.
I don't know what to tell you. I was around like 2 people last week and I hugged them, and then they had COVID the next day and they were real sick. So
God, the fear is in you, and it's just hard to watch sometimes, Amber. So I don't hide out from anything. I take my chances, Amber. I take them every single day when I leave the house because I'm not living in fear. I can't.
All you do is go get lunch. Let's move on.
Hillbilly Live.
Acting like you're going places and doing things.
Amber, I am going out. I'm going out to Chick-fil-A at least 4 times a week.
You go to where?
Chick-fil-A at least 4 times a week.
That's yeah, exactly. You going to get lunch. Anyway.
Well, it's safe. I mean, Chick-fil-A's always been safe.
So while you were at the party before the third quarter, the national anthem, Chris
it was
Stapleton.
beautiful.
How was it?
Oh, it was beautiful. You don't have a clip to play of him singing some of that?
No, I didn't get a clip. I thought you were going to sing. I thought
Well,
you were
I'm not
going
going
to
to
do your.
sing. I mean, because
Thought you were
Chris
going to do your Chris
Stapleton.
Stapleton
Oh,
impression.
no, God, no. I don't want to upset people and scare people away. Chris Stapleton has one of those voices, though. He could literally sing anything, and it would just sound so just poetic and like angels singing right into your ears.
He could sing the phone book.
And it was simple. It was just him and his guitar, and he just slayed that. Slayed that.
He's missing his hat. I was like, there's something different about him.
Well, because you're not supposed to wear a hat. Yeah, you can't wear. Like, I do think it's really disrespectful when people won't take off their hat for the anthem. It's like, take off your hat and just show some respect. Chris Stapleton is singing.
What about the sunglasses? Is there not a?
It was bright. It was bright out there.
It was bright out there.
Yeah.
So there's
Sunglasses
not a
are fine.
clause. It's
No,
not a disrespectful thing.
It's just your hat. You got to take off your hat for the anthem, and preferably stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to a sporting event before.
And it was great, Amber. I mean, people were crying during the anthem. It was emotional. I almost felt like crying, but I think I was like about 8 beers deep by that time. So I don't think I had any emotions.
No emotions. Like you were all cried out.
I think so. I mean, because I was upset because I didn't have a dog in the fight. The Eagles lost, and I was hoping the Chiefs would lose so we could see Zach Bryan get his tattoo. But now that's gone.
Gone.
Painful. But overall, it was a decent game.
It's too bad he didn't make a deal where I'll get this tattoo if they win, and I'll get this tattoo if they lose, so that we get to see a tattoo either way.
God, yeah, that would have been good. That would have been a good compromise.
Been a thing.
So we could see a tattoo either which way.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I know. We did get to see Brantley Gilbert. If y'all missed this, he jumped off stage to confront some jerk face. Point him out. Dude, get him out. Get him out. Get him out.
Settle down.
Told him and then he's over it.
I just don't understand why people go to a concert and cause problems. And hey, you shouldn't be hitting a woman, regardless if you're a man. If you hit a woman and you're a man, you deserve to get your ass kicked, period. But you're at a concert trying to have a good time. Don't ruin it for everybody else in that little area. Go home. Stay home. Don't bring that crap to a concert.
Have I ever told you about the worst experience I ever had with people around me at a concert? You weren't there. What happened? You weren't there.
What happened?
So I was back home in Illinois while I was on the farm. I got some Jason Aldean tickets for my birthday. Around my birthday time.
Okay.
And they were up pretty high. But it was fine. Well, we're sitting there. And all of a sudden, we're ambushed by a certain fragrance that is so overwhelming.
What was that fragrance, Amber?
It was a fart. Someone farted. Someone, I think, kept farting and farting and fart because it had the whole section talking about it.
Oh my God.
It was the one concert where I got to know my neighbors because everybody was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I mean, I get it. Bodily things sometimes come out at the wrong time, but good God almighty.
It was like the whole show. And it's like you can't like move because your seats are assigned.
I would have moved. I would have left and went and just stood somewhere else away from that because no one needs that in their life. No one.
It was like crop dust central at that Jason Aldean show. He didn't even know what was going on back there. Ooh. Ooh. But go back to football though. Tim McGraw has been on Instagram a lot, doing a lot of things, trying a lot of things. Was he a sports person before he became? His
dad, Tug McGraw. I mean, was a great pitcher back in the day. So I mean, Tim McGraw has some sportiness in him.
Cause this was impressive. He's trying to remake Patrick Mahomes behind the. You see that? Look at that skill. Hint.
Are
He
you
doesn't-
okay? I thought you were kind of getting like sick there or something. Is something happening? Are you having a seizure?
Yep, it's bad.
Patrick Mahomes video.
So you've been challenging me for the last 3 years?
Yep.
It's on today.
Okay.
I'm decidedly no Patrick Mahomes, but I'm gonna try this, Patrick. So don't dog me too bad when you see this, all right? Or you might want me to come back up for you. You never know.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Got it. Nice.
You know, I think they should take him up on that offer because I saw the Chiefs' backup quarterback did announce his retirement. I think Tim McGraw could step in as a backup quarterback. Absolutely. I mean, he's in great shape.
Mm-hmm.
He could do it.
He had the guns out. That we were just at the gun show.
Again, he comes from a long line of some sports royalty, so he has it in him. He could have been a great sports player, but country music got him, so I'm okay with that.
It was impressive. That was impressive. All right, let's move on to this. A little less impressive.
Hillbilly Live.
You know, sometimes things that are perfectly innocent, when misplaced or are placed somewhere without thought, it becomes something less innocent.
Oh yeah, and it happens a lot.
Like this McCrispy sign for the chicken McCrispy right next to the crematorium.
So many
McCrispy.
thoughts.
You get it?
So many
McCrispy
thoughts.
next
Oh no,
to
I
the-
get it. I mean,
you
how
get
can you
it?
not get it?
You get it?
And I'm sure after they put this up and they saw what that actually was doing, I'm sure the person who did it probably felt like an idiot because I would have, and I would have went out and took that down immediately. And I think it is being taken down. But good God Almighty, you got to think before you do something.
Could you imagine driving by that like?
Well, I guess they're crisping up people over there across the street.
Oh my
Good Lord.
God. All kinds of weird stuff happening all over the place. Let's go ahead and move on to TikTok.
Hillbilly Live.
All right. So I don't know what's going on my TikTok. I think it's broken.
It's not. It's because of what you look at. It shows you things that they think that you might want to see because
I
of the
don't
weird stuff that you scroll through.
I don't understand what I'm looking at that's leading to things like this. Like, for instance, like I saw just this first part of this video pop up and I had to do a double take because I was like, what is that? Like, what is she eating? Like, what is she eating?
They almost look like jalapenos.
I thought it was like, is that like beets? What is that? And then I read it and it says Kool-Aid pickles. And I was like,
Kool-Aid pickles.
and then that video turned out to be a stitch. And this other girl goes on, she's making them.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to dump Kool-Aid straight up.
She put it all in.
Oh, so they're putting that right into the pickle juice.
Oh yeah, she goes on. She puts the Kool-Aid packet into the pickle juice. She adds sugar, stirs it up, and puts it back in the pickle jar.
Mm.
And I was like, "What is that?
How
What is that and why?"
stoned do you think you have to be to come up with something like that?
I don't know. And I don't know how stoned you would have to be to come up with this next one because in this, and I'm not searching for these things. This just popped up. That's why I don't know what's going on. Like why this popped up.
I've been waiting for this one.
It's a Pop Rocks pickle.
Pop Rocks pickle covered in Frurola.
A Frurola.
That's heavenly.
That can't be heavenly.
I don't trust her
That's not how you
judgment.
describe it.
No. Gross.
I mean, they are at least doing something more with the pickles than what you have done with your cucumbers when you serve them to your friends and family that come over to your house. I mean, you put a whole cucumber on a plate and say, "Here you go." So at least they're doing something more with the pickle.
The whole cucumber I gave her was smaller than that pickle that girl ate. It was
Maybe
smaller.
you should have wrapped it up in some fruit roll-ups and Pop Rocks.
Mm. Gross.
I mean, she said it was heavenly. I don't
I don't
agree
trust
with
her
her.
judgment. I don't trust her judgment. Not at all. All right, y'all. That's it. That's our 15-minute morning show. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining us on a Monday. We appreciate you. Hope you're not too hungover after Super Bowl. Are you hungover, Brian?
I'm actually not. I'm impressed. I thought I would be, but no, I'm not. I'm good. I'm
Me too.
surprised.
I'm not hungover at all because I had nothing to do with it. I knew it was happening.
Well,
And I feel like that's good enough for
you were
me.
living in fear and quarantine, so I get it. You were hiding out from the world.
I mean, I still
least
had TV.
At least you're alive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. We'll be back again tomorrow sometime around 11 a.m. Mountain Time, noon Central. Until then, try a weird pickle.
No.